Yeah, good morning. How are you doing? Today, we're talking about how to fix a faulty gen, even without an engineer, a mechanic. Okay, there are some certain problems you can't fix yourself, you need a mechanic, but you should have the idea of what's going on, what's wrong. You know, yeah, you might not get the whole concept because it's not your job, but you might get the idea because you've gotten the knowledge. So that's why I'm here today to tell you this. Listen carefully. So, first of all, okay, let me say this. There are times when you keep on drawing your gel and it's not coming up, you are still drawing it, then it shoots. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. It's part of the process. You are forcing it. It's supposed to pick up at that time, but it's not coming up and you are still drawing it. Meaning the combustion chamber of the gel is intact. That's why it shoots. Because you are drawing it for over a while and it's not coming up. Meaning the plug might be bad, mostly the plug most times. But let's keep that aside. First thing first, you have to check if your joint is not coming up, you have to check if there's oil, if your oil, there's oil in your joint, the oil level is still there, there's still oil. Because there are some joints that have um has oil switch. Oil switch. Now an oil switch is a switch inside the engine, inside the engine that is connected outside, that because of the oil switch inside is not being emptied, but immediately the oil dries out from the gen, naturally the oil switch becomes earthen to the gen and the gen goes off. So first of all, check your oil. If the oil is gauge is there, fine, 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 fine. Now after that, you if you draw the gen and you feel ease that is free, is so free from the normal way you've been using it, like so free. Oh, it's a valve issue, but we'll come to that. I'll explain for you. But first of all, you have to check your plug for spark. Check your plug for spark. After checking for the oil and it still didn't come up, now check for spark for the plug. Now you remove your plug with the plug spanner. My video, check my video, you see types of spanners. I showed you how the plug spanner there. You can check it there. So use the plug spanner to open the engine, the plug where the plug is. You will see, you will think, you will look for where the plug is. There's the plug. Remove the plug cap, and you will remove the plug cap and remove the plug. Remove the plug, put the plug inside the plug cap, and put it the on the engine of the gen, not on the tank, on the engine. Then you draw, make sure the switch is on. You draw, you draw, and you check for spark. Now there are kinds of spark. Your plug might not spark, meaning the plug is bad. Then the plug might spark a little bit. Yeah, the gen will still come up. Then there's a way the plug will spark. It will spark and it will be scattered. It will not be direct. No, there's a direct spark to the 2 points. But when the spark is scattered, meaning the plug is bad, change it. You understand? So if the plug is scattered, if the spark is scattered, you have to change the plug. But when the spark is still fine, you know, still going straight direct to the other point, fine. You just have to wash it, and the level, the distance between the spark points, make sure it's not closed. Make sure it's not too far. To be on normal average level. Mm. Okay, I'll teach you on that later on. Apart from that, your journey will still come up. If there's spark, put it back and draw. If it does not work, fine. What are we talking about? Did you leave your gen for a long while and you didn't use it? Wow. And you didn't remove the fuel from the tank and from the carburetor? Wow. Do you know what happened? The carburetor will go bad. I'll tell you why. Now, the fuel in the carburetor you left, you didn't remove, being stagnant there, some reactions will occur after leaving for a long while. First of all, it will cause a rusty carburetor, internal rust on the carburetor, and on the tank as well, which is very bad. And 70% of most problems I've encountered, it will cause a spoiled carburetor. Most times, you draw your gen to start, and when you show the carburetor back, it goes off. Carburetor is bad. Yeah. Then you can actually use foil. If you are an engineer, you can remove where the carburetor is, the cover, and pour fuel on the carburetor, that cover there, the choke level of the carburetor, where air used to pass on the carburetor. Pour pour fuel on it. Pouring fuel on it, you draw the gen, will start immediately and goes off again. That's a carburetor issue. You understand? So there are a lot of ways. So make sure if you are keeping your gen for a long while, remove the fuel from the carburetor. Call a technician if you can't do it yourself. Remove the fuel from the carburetor and from the tank. Please do so. Yeah. Then one more thing. Yeah. Okay. Most times, if there is no spark on your plug, and you change a new plug and there's still no spark, do you know what happened? And first of all, you have to text for electrical power on the gen. I think this video is now becoming too long. Okay, we'll stop here and I'll continue from the next video. Yeah, we'll check for electrical power on the gen. If the gen still have electrical power, I'll teach you how to do that. You have to remove the plug cap from the starting coil. Now you have to twist it, like twist it, will remove. Now you contact, then you have to see the static coil. Static coil might be bad, so you have to check for a bad static coil. You know, that's wire there on the static coil. Take it closer to the engine and pull the gen. If there is a spark, fine, it's working fine. So that's not the problem. Fix everything back, and we'll have to go back to what next is the problem. But as a technician, the minute I get there, I know what is the problem. So experience and other things, knowledge, you know. We still have one more problem, is the valve. For a 40 gen that does not come up, so far the engine did not knock. These are the problems. Carburetor, check for fuel. If the fuel tap is